Grace, thank you for joining us this morning. Can you tell us about yourself, what it is that you do, where do you come from?
Okay. Thank you, Jola. My name is Grace Sibara. I was born and bred in Soweto, Chiawero. I'm the fifth born from my parents, and I schooled in Soweto from primary to high school, and then I went to tertiary at the University of Limpopo here in the northern, in Limpopo. I was married here in Limpopo, and I've been staying in this beautiful province of Limpopo since 1982. And I'm a teacher by profession, and I taught for 20 years before I resigned to concentrate on my business. And presently, I'm the owner, the director of Hayani Guest House. One Hayani is in Polokwane, and the other one is around Toyando in Vuan, at the village, right at the village of Hamangiras. Yeah, that's who I am.
And Grace, I believe you are also head of Women in Tourism, or yes, Women in Tourism in Limpopo.
Yeah, presently, I'm the chairperson of Limpopo Women in Tourism. I'm the chairperson of Limpopo Business Women Forum. I'm the deputy chairperson of Limpopo Provincial Tourism Forum. And yeah, we are busy in tourism. You know how tourism is. You just have to be up and running. It's a nice job.
That I do. Grace, how did you get into the tourism industry?
I believe I did tourism when I was still very young. It's just that I didn't know that I was doing tourism. You know, when I was growing up, my mom used to say, hey, you used to like, entertaining people. I love entertaining. I love cleaning. I love traveling. I love working with people, interacting with them. I love learning new cultures. So all the time, when I look back, I say to myself, I've been doing tourism before I actually knew it. But as I told you, I'm a teacher by profession. In Polokwane, my husband had to go and work in Pretoria, and I was left alone in the house. My husband and the children went to Pretoria, and I was looking for a job in Pretoria, and I couldn't find one. And I said to myself, I'm not going to sell this 3-bedroomed house of mine. I'm going to turn it into a guest house, because my house was always full of people. I used to call people, and then we will come, we will eat, we will dance, we will learn new things. And then I started researching, because this is what I wanted to do, working with people. And at the same time, I was a teacher. And teaching also helped me a lot, because I think it's also one of the good qualities of being in this industry. And I'm passionate about what I am doing. And I tried to research. I wanted to turn my house into a guest house. I moved from one guest house to the other in Polokwane to find out what is it that you are doing. And most of the guest houses, Jola, were owned by old white couples. I moved from one to the other, and I was asking, what is it that I'm supposed to do? And funny, the guys will say, no, you can't do it. You can't. This is not a child's play. You can wake up the whole night waiting for a client to come back, and the client doesn't come. I said, yeah, I can. I know you can do it. I got into this one guest house, an old white lady. I told her what I wanted to do. She said, come. She was busy cleaning after preparing breakfast. She said, okay, come in, sit down. Look at what I'm doing. I've been up since 4 o'clock. I've been doing breakfast. It's now 9 o'clock. I'm still working. Do you really want to do this? I said, yeah, this is what I want. I love what you're doing. And then she sat down with me, and then she told me all the nitty-gritties about opening a guest house, running a guest house. And then I said, yeah, this is what I want. And then I went back home. I enrolled for it. It's my bed and breakfast online course with Sunday Times. And then that course taught me everything about running a guest house. And then from there, I opened my guest house, a 3-bedroomed guest house with only 3 rooms. And then after a year, I added 2 more rooms. They were 5. After a year, I added 2 more rooms. They were 7. I didn't even have a conference facility. It was only guest rooms, and people came, they wanted to do conferences. I said, I can't. But then I started to be innovative. I said to my husband, let's look for a bigger place where we can also build conference facilities. That's how we landed up to where we are today. So today I'm having a guest house, Hayani, with 20 guest rooms and conference facilities accommodating from 20 people to 500 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The way you
That's how I entered into this industry.
The way you speak about tourism is, it's not just important to you. It seems that it is who you are. Your very being is embodied in what is involved in tourism. And
exactly.
Grace, why do you think then is tourism so important to our country?
Tourism is so important, Jola. I eat tourism, I sleep tourism. When I wake up, I do tourism. It's so important to our country. Actually, I always say tourism is everybody's business. It's important to me as an individual. It's important to me and my family. It's important to my community. It's also important to the whole country. To me, for example, as an individual, I know very well that if my guests come at my establishment, they are not only coming here to me only. To me, they're only coming to sleep if they are leisure guests. If they're business guests, they're just coming here to work. And then after that, they need to experience, they need to check what is happening around them. So that's where we involve the community. They will need maybe to go out. Maybe they ate my dinner twice. If they are here for the whole week, they ate my dinner twice, but they don't want to eat dinner at Hayani again. So it means they need to go out and experience what Polokwane is giving them. They also need to go out and buy, maybe they want to buy arts and crafts for their guests. So tourism is very, very much important to everybody. And for the whole country also. When tourists, when visitors land at the airport, for example, the first person who will assist is the shuttle. They are supposed to be shuttled to their different destinations or different hotels, and it means now the transport person is benefiting. When they get to the establishments, they are sleeping at the hotels, means the product owner of the hotel is benefiting. From there, they wake up the following day, they go and experience whatever they are experiencing. So everybody needs to be part of this. We need to make sure that we promote our establishments, we promote our attractions, we promote our products so that we can collaborate and work together. Yeah.
And Grace, you being such a part of the community and sort of head of Women in Tourism in Limpopo, and also with the idea that women are the backbone of our community, what is it that you can say to other women involved in tourism right now to help them, to keep them going, to motivate them?
Now with COVID-19, most women are really, really depressed. women are stressed. Women in the industry, they're stressed because, there was no tourism. We were not doing tourism. It's only now that we are opening slowly. But women in tourism, the ones that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, they are just demotivated. They don't know what to do. We are always trying to get advice from our stakeholders, and you know what. But I would love to say to them, yes, tourism was hit hard by COVID-19. And yes, we know that as women, 70% of the workforce is constituted by women. And also, we more women, it means more people are not doing well now in the industry. And we are vulnerable and we are demotivated, and let us try to adjust. This COVID-19 is here to stay. So the thing that I can say to them is that let us adjust to whatever is happening now, because this is not affecting only us in South Africa, it's the whole world pandemic. And in terms of adjusting, we just need to learn how to live with COVID-19, and we need to learn all the protocols that we are given to follow. We need to make sure that we follow all the protocols. And if we do that, I'm telling you, things will go back to normal easy without even closing down. To me, closing down really is the last resort. I'm not going, yes, we're struggling now, but I'm not going to say I'm closing down tomorrow because, hey, we are suffering. But we need to stand up and do whatever we can so that we can sustain ourselves. And another thing to our women in tourism, I will say, you know what, ladies in the industry, you cannot work alone. You can't do it on your own. So which means you need to collaborate with other women. You need actually to join associations. I'm a member of different associations. As I said, I told you I'm the chairperson of this and that. I'm a member of SATSA. I need to collaborate. I need to work. I need to network with people who will assist me in this journey, because on my own I cannot do it. So women in tourism, I will say, come and join Limpopo Women in Tourism. There are also other chapters, like all provinces, they do have women in tourism associations. So let's join. That's where we get information. That's where we console one another. That is where we need learn to know that there's this thing that is not assisted. I mean, that is not helping me. Then it means I can just try and do another thing. And let's not throw in the towel. Collaboration is the way to go.
We are definitely stronger together, and I love that you mentioned that. And whilst we are, it is to our benefit to collaborate. What would you ask our president if you had a direct line to him? What is it that you would ask on behalf of women in tourism? So what is it? What would his role be now to play? Because our role collaborating is only one half of the story.
If I had the president's number now, I will just dial and say, Mr. President, here we are, women. If you lose women, I'm telling you, the economy will go down, because we are in the majority, and it's mostly the women who are doing the best in this industry. I'm talking about SMMEs. I'm not talking about big guys, Those small businesses, they have employed people, and if they are not working, it means jobs will be lost. It means the communities will suffer. So I will say to the president, women are pillars of our country. Women are initiators. Women are survivors. And Mr. President, please invest in women, because if you lose women, you will lose the whole nation. That's what I can say to our president.
I vote for you for President Grace.
Viva!
Grace, what are
Oh.
your, in closing, what are your greatest hopes for after lockdown is lifted?
After lockdown has been lifted, I hope that this pandemic has been a great lesson to us. It has been a great lesson in the sense that we have been focusing, most people were focusing on only those things that they are offering. For example, if I am in the accommodation establishment, I'm focusing in receiving guests only, because things were doing well. So this lockdown made us to innovate. We became innovative. Now I'm saying, no, I'm not only going to look at guests only. I need to start, thinking out of the box. What are the other things that I can do? I can. Me, for example, I'm now busy delivering food to the families. Things which I did long time ago, but I stopped doing that because I was concentrating on these conferences and accommodation only. So now I'm saying to women, let us be innovative. Let us also offer other related services so that we cannot just sit down and relax and wait for tourism to open up. So tourism is opening up slowly. It's coming slowly, but last week the president, the minister announced that leisure tourism is now allowed, and yeah, we are doing well. I mean, 1, 2, 3 people coming in this week. Next week it will be 10 people, and then we will be moving. So I would love to say I'm hopeful that at the end of the day we will see the light.
So let's just grit it out. And it's so wonderful that you're also involved in supporting women around you. And it just is true to who you are by delivering food. It shows how you are supporting. So thank you for leading by example. And thank you for connecting with me this morning. And hang in there. We all are, like, we're all standing in the same line. We are all begging for the same.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Jola. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too, Grace. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.